Yay! Happy Goddess Temple Sunday, gorgeous. I'm Abiola, and you are live with me. Unless you are watching this on the replay. And if you're watching this on the replay, please come play with us live Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and Instagram at Abiola TV, followed by YouTube. I am the founder of the Goddess of Paris Law of Attraction Miracles and Manifesting Retreats. So if you want to come play with me in Paris and manifest something incredible and become fully in alignment with your wants, your needs, and your desires, go to goddessofparis.com. Yay! The goddesses are gathering. I see Goddess Damali. I see Goddess Alisa. I see Goddess Tanisha. I see Goddess Norma. I see Goddess Just Jen. I see Stiletto Champion. That's a name. Yes. I see So Angela. I see Goddess Sodine. Hello, Goddess Allison. All right. So let's get this party started because we have so much to cover. I'm so excited about today's self-love sermon. We're going to be talking about the law of attraction. This is a highly requested video, and I put out the sent out the bat signal during the week and said, do you have questions about this? Do you want to know more about this? And the goddesses said a resounding yes. Goddess KJ Goodson is here, the prophetess. Let me, y'all know I like to brag on my clients. Let me brag on prophetess KJ Goodson. You can follow her on Facebook. She's getting the rest of it together, but right now on Facebook at KJ Goodson. She is known as the prophetess. She is stepping into her power. And if you are needing guidance, she is able to help you to see what you may not be able to see. So get on over there, get with Goddess KJ Goodson if you need some divination guidance in your life. Goddess Shanita says, let's do this. Happy Sunday, Goddess Neith. All right, my loves. So the reason why we're doing this video, like I said, is that the retreat that I'm doing this year is known as the Goddess of Paris Miracles and Manifesting Law of Attraction Retreat. And then a lot of you said, oh my goodness, that sounds awesome. What does that mean? So that's what we are going to be talking about. So if you have questions about the law of attraction, don't fear. This is Manifesting March. We claim it, Manifesting March, where you're going to manifest your miracles, manifest the miracle march. And we will be doing a 28-day challenge starting tomorrow. If you are in my Facebook group, my free Facebook group at imanifestmagic.com, I'm going to be posting the prompts there. Thank you for all of the hearts, Instagram, emailing them to you. Wherever you follow me, you will be able to follow Manifest Your Miracles March. And let's manifest something big and exciting together. Thank you for the hearts, Facebook. All right, so hit the share button and let's begin so that we can share this incredible energy. Now let's just take a breath and let everything that is outside of this space, that is outside of you, your beauty, your power, all that you are, let's let everything outside of that just fall away. This moment is our eternity. This is where we are right now. Just breathe into that. Let's breathe into the energy of this incredible sacred sisterhood. Feel the energy of our beautiful sisters stretched around the globe. And we begin with gratitude. Bring it together. Yes. Mother, Father, God, thank you so much for blessing us with this incredible sacred sisterhood. Thank you so much for bringing us together in a world where so much is about being separate and pulling people apart. Thank you for waking us up this morning and giving us another chance, another opportunity, another breath to show up to be here, to show up for ourselves, to show up for our loved ones, to show up for you. Thank you so, so very much for making us so wealthy that we have the power of breath. Because there are billionaires and trillionaires who would have paid for another day to be here, but that is not possible. All things are possible through you. And what you have given us is the gift of another day, the gift of another breath. And for that, we are so very grateful. Help us to guide our actions and the things that we do with this incredible gift of life that you have given us. Help us to remain in full alignment. Help us to remain in truth and authenticity. Help us to remember and to be grounded in true power and know that it is all because we are rooted, grown, created, manifested as an idea that you came up with. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this gift of life. And as always, I ask you to guide my words, guide my thoughts, guide my actions. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? All of this and more we claim in your name. And for this, we are so very grateful. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, goddesses, let's get this party started. Woo, I have chills. All right, so Goddess Melissa says, I am thankful for the beautiful rain this morning. It sounds and feels wonderful. Goddess Shanita says, manifesting miracles March. Yes, yes. So this is Manifesting Miracles March. And like I said, it was born from some of you saying from the Goddess of Paris retreat. Like, well, what does that mean? Because it's the Goddess of Paris, Miracles and Manifestation, Law of Attraction retreat. Again, you can learn about that at the goddessofparis.com, goddessofparis.com. So let's start at the very, very beginning, right? A very good place to start. I'm quoting Sound of Music now. What is the law of attraction? So a few years ago, a movie came out called The Secret. Let me know in the comments if you are familiar with The Secret. Thank you, Goddess Shanita. Yes, I felt that too. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you are familiar with The Secret. A few years ago, it was like maybe at least 10 years now, 10 years ago or so, The Secret came out and it showed this movie of all of these spiritual experts saying you can create anything you want. And it showed people with, manifesting cars and houses and boats and whatever. And everybody watched it and they said, oh my goodness, that's so exciting. And then they tried it. And then a lot of people said, oh, it didn't work. Or I did it and I manifested a couple of parking spaces and it didn't work. Or I did it and I manifested a relationship and he sucked. Or she sucked or whatever, right? And so then a lot of people said, oh man, that stuff doesn't work. Let's throw it all away. Okay, so goddesses are saying, yes, 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 we remember The Secret, right? And some of it was easier to grasp than others. Auntie Oprah introduced a lot of people to vision boarding. And so we kept parts of it that were easier for us to deal with, but still with one crooked eye towards it, like, is this working? Is this not working? What is this really, with that kind of energy. So I want to share with you that for me, when, The Secret came out, I was very excited, like you probably were, but a lot of it was very familiar to me. A lot of it wasn't new to me for several different reasons. One reason is that, for those of you who don't know, my dad, in addition to having, 10 jobs, is also a minister. And so sometimes we would have church in my house, in my living room with my family. And at the time as a kid, it was annoying, but now I see it was an amazing, amazing gift. And in one of those home church sessions, I remember my dad teaching us that, you know, he said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. And this is something that he teaches often, you know. Thank you for the hearts. That's my mom giving hearts. Thank you, mommy, for the hearts. Teaching that, you know, he said that the kingdom of heaven is within you, and also shared the teaching of, you know, like, you know, greater works than these, you know, you can do as well. And for some reason, like, out of everything else, like, that had like a huge impact on me. I think because up until that point, you know, we, you know, went to a lot of different churches. My mom is Catholic. And so I had the blessing of being exposed to a lot of different kinds of spiritual and religious teachings. But I think up until that point, I had the Hollywood vision of God, that it was either, I don't know, Morgan Freeman, or what was the other guy, George Burns, or, you know, I don't know, like an old white man with a book in the sky, or an old black man somewhere with a book in the sky, checking off who's been good and nice. I don't know. It was all mixed with Santa Claus, probably. You're naughty, you're nice, you're going to burn in hell, you won't, or whatever. Like that was the thought that I was having. And so it was very transformational for me. And I am sure you probably had said it many times before, but I was about 12 years old. And at that point, it was very, very transformational for me. Like the thought of like the kingdom of heaven is within you. It's not outside of you, it's within you. And I remember going to school like right after that, like soon after that. I don't know if it was the next day or a few days later, and taking the subway. I was taking the subway already when I was 12 by myself to school, just because of necessity. And I was taking the subway to school, and I remember having, you know, what I can only describe as an awakening in the language I have now. I didn't know that at the time, but I remember thinking like, okay, well, if the kingdom of heaven is within me, and looking at everybody on the subway, if you ever looked at people on the subway, you don't really want to be looking people in the eye. Or, you know, you just really kind of want to stay by yourself. But I remember looking around at the people on the subway and thinking, oh, well, the kingdom of heaven is within her, and it's within him, and it's within that person probably peeing over there in the corner, right? And really like thinking that and seeing this like connection, this like connected energy between all of us. Like, okay, well, if the kingdom of heaven is within all of us, and we're all the same, and like having this like powerful moment, which, you know, then getting off the train, going back to school, going back to life, it all like, you know, quickly like fell apart. But I remember that, you know, like, and that's what happens for a lot of us as adults, that we have these moments where we see it and we feel it so clearly, like, okay, you know, the oneness that I am, you know, an idea in the mind of, you know, the Most High, the creator, the universe, spirit, whatever language works for you, you know, that the same force that dreamed up streams and mountains also dreamed me, created me. I'm an idea in the thought of that grand mind. And then we go back to our lives, and we go back to our day-to-day, and we go back to our bills, and we go back to our problems and issues and challenges and the news, and we say, all right, and we can't hold, you know, that thought at the same time, because it feels like there are contradictory thoughts. And all that the law of attraction says at its most basic is that we are in a creation dance with the force of spirit to create our lives. Now, here's the great news. We're already doing this. Like, you are already doing this. It's not like you know, like now, like this is something that's totally different that you've never done before. We've already been doing it. The difference is that now we are talking about deliberate creation, creating deliberately on purpose, you know, figuring out, getting clarity about who we are and what it is that we're wanting in our lives. That is the only difference. Again, you are already doing this. You are already creating. You are already doing all of this. all of this. And, so the secret, like I said, a lot of us felt like, a lot of people felt like, well, that didn't work for me. And it's because we're trying to manifest and create from the energy of lack and the energy of desperation, the energy of not having, which is totally different than the energy of the kingdom of heaven, or whatever language, if that language is triggering for you, the kingdom of spirit is within you, right? It's a totally different energy if you're coming from lack and desperation and, baby needs a new pair of shoes and all of that kind of thing. Hello, Bougie Bobby. I see you. I just want to acknowledge a friend of mine who is acting all out on Instagram going, beautiful baby girl, come on here, and a whole bunch of stuff. Hello, I see you, boo-boo. Right? And so it's about, yes, Goddess Allison, being intentional. Yes, Goddess Elisa, mindful manifesting. That can only come from knowing that you are powerful beyond measure. So how do we get there? How do we get there when we're dealing with, bills and issues and challenges and, all of those things? How do we get to where we are not in a place of lack and desperation? Because if everything that we want, think about it, every single thing that we want is two things. It is the idea of having it, and it's the feeling of, I do not have it already. And the obstacle in between is the evidence that we see with our eyes, the evidence that we have inherited, the stories that we have lived ourselves, and the stories that have been passed down to us, and the stories we see on the news. And that is all pretty, strong evidence. So we've got to come from somewhere else. We've got to come from a more powerful place if we want to come into alignment with the things that we are wanting. And that's why tools like vision boards, etc., come into play. Like I said, when I first heard about The Secret, and it wasn't new to me, in part also because my sister and I, we always created vision boards. We didn't call them vision boards, but, basically like we would make our room into like vision board. We always created vision boards. We always like cut and paste from magazines. And now the beautiful thing is that her artwork, one of the mediums that she works in, she's a visual artist, is creating these beautiful works, birthing these beautiful works from, using pre-existing images combined with her own magic and manifesting. So let's talk about how to come into alignment with the things that you are wanting to create. Let's talk about it. So number one is belief. If you are coming into it, and this 28-day manifesting challenge that we're doing, for everybody who's coming to Goddess of Paris retreat, I want you to think about this as pre-work. All right. When we get there, we're going to do it on a whole different level, a whole completely different level, because we've got the aura reader, we've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to break down in a little bit, but I want you to think about this as pre-work. Okay. So we're going to start with belief, right? And what does belief mean? Like they say, mustard seed size faith. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means not letting your lying eyes fool you. It means staying the course even when evidence is, false evidence is appearing real. It means knowing that, okay, actually, yes, you probably have to be a little bit delusional, but we've had to be delusional about a lot of things in our lives in order to survive. Being delusional is actually probably a little bit necessary for sanity on this planet. Every time that we dare to risk our hearts to fall in love again, we've got to be a little bit delusional. And so, I'm thinking of like, make it like a happy delusion, a delusion of, fool yourself a little bit to like, okay, all of those things happened, but I have faith. And that's the difference between, just, okay, delusion based on nonsense and silliness, than knowing, okay, I am rooted in, all things that are possible. I am rooted in knowing that I am worthy and deserving. So number one is faith. Okay. And then over the next 28 days, I'm going to give you specific and concrete things that you should do to manifest your miracle. But number one, to get out of our own way, faith, belief. If faith is a triggering word for you, just belief that you are worthy and deserving. Okay. Number two, surrender. Surrender. Let it go. Let go of the idea that you've got to figure it all out yourself. That's why we call it co-creation. The law of attraction, co-creating. Surrender the idea that, that, okay, if I don't figure this all out, everything is going to fall away. Everything is going to, and making yourself crazy. Let go. Let go. Just let go of the reins a little bit. And just breathe. The beautiful thing is that, if we really believe that everything is working out for us, and that 99.999% of the time, the biggest thing in the way is ourselves, then we just got to get ourselves out of the way. And so we oftentimes just need to stop doing what's not working. We need to stop holding ourselves outside of the stream of love or health or wealth or well-being. We need to stop holding ourselves back from our greatness. We need to stop tiptoeing toward what we want. We need to just let go, just release, let go, and be able to then allow the things that we are wanting to be able to flow toward us. Goddess Shanita says, right, just because you can't currently see it doesn't mean it's not available for you. You can't see the stars in the daytime, but they are there. That is so beautiful. Yes, Goddess Shanita, that is it exactly. Just let go, surrender. And then number three, coming back to the idea of being worthy and deserving. How do we think of ourselves as worthy and deserving? I have a beautiful visualization that I use that I want to share with you. And it is, the same way that we have, our vision boards or our dream boards that we use to create the things that we are wanting. I want you to see yourself as being on the vision board of spirit, of God, of the universe, of the Most High. So if the highest power that is creating and deciding how, okay, here's how I want this world to be. All right, so I'm going to need some oceans over here. I'm going to need, some rivers over there. I'm going to put this continent over there. And then I'm going to need a goddess Melissa, or I'm going to need a goddess Alyssa. Hello, sis. See you. I'm going to need a goddess Kim Renee. I'm going to need an Abiola. Let me put her right there. I want you to see yourself on the vision board of spirit. If you are on God's vision board, if God is, having an idea of you and what you're wanting to create on your vision board, then is right next to that. How powerful and incredible is that? You are absolutely worthy and deserving because you are here. You're here. You're here. Like, that's it. That's it. Your birth certificate, proof that we need what you have. Story done. That is it. That's it right there. Right there. So see yourself on the vision board of God. If you are right there and you are a part of the grand vision, you must be worthy. You must be deserving. If you are, in fact, as both all spiritual practices and science teaches us, a little piece of the universe, a little piece of God, a little piece of spirit, what must you be, right? If I take an apple and I cut it up into pieces, the tiniest piece of an apple, the teeniest piece, what is it? It's still an apple. So you are divine and sacred and magical and special and incredible. And incredible, no matter how tiny or small you think you are. A piece of the whole is still the whole. Like, let's just let that register for a second. Let's let that register for a second. So you've got your vision board. You've got your vision for the things that you want to create, either physically or, metaphorically. You've got your vision. And then there you are as a part of the greater vision, as a part of God looking and saying, wow, there she is on my vision board. How amazing. Look what I've created. Look how incredible. Yes, I can't wait to see what she does. You are being rooted for. You are being celebrated. How incredible is that? Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, Goddess Fatima. Yes, Goddess Allison. Here comes Goddess Kitu. Excuse me, what's that lip color and maker? I will post it for you, sis, afterward. Yes. And I want you to walk through your day with that energy. Oh my goodness, I am on the vision board of God. I was dreamed up and brought here with purpose, with a reason. How incredible is that? And then there, how does that shift your energy? Yes, Goddess Shanita said, there's Shanita in Paris for her birthday. Yes, we're going to be manifesting all miracles. With this 28-day challenge, we are going to create it. And you are absolutely there in Paris at the Goddess of Paris retreat. Let's just visualize that. Everybody who is here, who is on this call, feeling into the energy of there we are. And it is night one at the Goddess of Paris retreat, July 2019. And I am greeting you. I am hugging you. We are having our amazing Parisian food, and then we are kicking it off on day one with Josephine Baker Night School. Josephine Baker Night School. And you know why I'm doing that? Every single thing at this retreat is designed for immersion because, like I said at the beginning of this conversation, we usually, have these moments of greatness, these moments of light, these moments of creation, and then we go back to our lives and we go back to other evidence. I want you to go back to a bedroom in a castle. I want you to be having, at Josephine Baker Night School, the whole purpose is high vibration, raising your vibe, coming into energetic alignment with the power that you have. Every single thing, the perfume, the next day, I think, or the day after, we have a perfume making workshop where you are going to infuse into creating your own sacred potion that has this energy of you being in Paris, manifesting at this retreat. And that's why I have yes, thank you for the hearts. Yes, that's why I have an aura reader there and a hypnotherapist. Hypnotherapy, that's a whole different video, has so much changed my life that I am studying hypnotherapy to be able to bring it to you, because what it has helped me to do is to bypass the false evidence appearing real. So there will be a hypnotherapist to work with you on helping to get through that stuff so that when you go home, you are totally different. You have different vision. You have different ways that you are seeing. And it all starts with knowing, believing absolutely that you are on the vision board of God. Yes, Goddess Melissa says, this makes my energy expand. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are magnificent. Yes, Goddess Brown Girl Relax says, yes, the castle. Yes, we are staying in a castle in France. Goddessofparis.com. Get into it. Number 4. So quick reroute. Rundown. Number 1 was belief with faith, the size of a mustard seed. Number 2, surrender. Let go. Let go. Put it down. Lay down your burdens down by the riverside. If you don't have a riverside, you live in New York or somewhere like me, lay it down by the garbage outside. You don't need it. Number 3, to see yourself as worthy and deserving. See yourself on the vision board of God, of Spirit, of the universe, of the Most High. There you are. There you are. Like, how magnificent is that? How amazing is that? How beautiful is that? All right. Then number 4, We got to feel our way into vibrational alignment. And the way that we do that is with all of like the high vibrating stuff that I just talked about, like at the Goddess of Paris retreat. And for the next 28 days, I'm going to be giving you prompts every single day. Wherever you're watching this, you'll be able to follow, or come hang out in the Facebook group, imanifestmagic.com, and we'll be doing it in there. Or if you're on my mailing list, you'll get it all. 28 days of coming into alignment. And then that's how we get to number 5, which is receiving. Yes, Goddess Kim Renee says perfume. Yes, my love, we have a perfumier. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but we have a perfumier who is going to be doing a perfume making workshop with us to create custom perfumes. So you better come on to Paris and create your perfume. Yes, 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 yes. All of these things and more are yours, right? Greater works than these we all can do. Are we receiving that today, my beautiful goddesses? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hit the share button, my people, on Facebook. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe or hit the little bell. They make you go through all kind of hoops to get the information that you want. I think now you have to subscribe, hit like, hit the bell, hit whatever you see so that you get these daily downloads for the next 28 days. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, Goddess Gina, she says it sounds exciting. It is. Go to goddessofparis.com, and at the very least, come hang out with us in the free Facebook group at imanifestmagic.com. imanifestmagic.com. Do you receive it today? Yes, we do. Goddess Kim Renee says receiving, receiving, receiving. Goddess Marlene says feel and received. Beautiful, my incredible high vibrating goddess sisters. Have an amazing rest of the day. You deserve it. I mean, it's on the vision board of God. So, you are so worthy. You are so deserving. You are absolutely enough. You are powerful beyond belief. This is going to be the best month of your life. The most amazing things. We can't even envision miracles, but they are all coming your way. All coming your way. In fact, they are already here, and we just need to open our arms and receive it. Sending you love, 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 love. And I look forward to an exciting manifesting March with you. Yes! Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Amen. Ashe. And so it is, my beautiful goddess sisters. Namaste. Bye.